Well, hello there, followers. My name is Kule from CAD, and welcome to another CAD tutorial. Yeah, it's been a while, but today I got something interesting for you guys. I kind of am working sporadically, I remember, in AutoCAD, but now I've got to try tone it down and maybe go from baby steps to bigger steps. So today I'm just going to start with the most common command in AutoCAD, and as you've seen from the title, we're going to figure out how to draw different types of lines in AutoCAD. Just as you know, when you're drawing a line on a piece of paper or on AutoCAD, there are different kinds of lines, right? You have lines that represent walls, lines that represent edges, or you just have basic lines, scribbles. And so today, we're going to go over different kinds of lines. So the basic command, oh, you've started again. The basic command is just a line, which is a line. So once you press L and enter, it asks you to specify the first point. I click on my first point and I go as far as I want by moving the mouse up and down. If I want to go to a second point, I either just go as far as I want, like that, or I start a point and I say maybe 2 feet, and it will go 2 feet. The difference between a line and a polyline is a line, imagine a line as a line you draw with a pen on a piece of paper. Once you've drawn that line, that is it. The only thing you can do is erase it. A polyline, on the other hand, is kind of like a string that you put on a piece of paper. So once you put that string on a piece of paper, you can modify it, you can bend it, you can make it thicker, you can make it smaller. So the next important line is a polyline. I would encourage you to use polylines more because they help you when it comes to editing lines, when it comes to making it thicker. Let me just show you for example. So polyline is PL. Line was L, polyline is PL. So when I type PL and I press enter, it asks me again where I want to start, and I go 2 feet, and that's it. They both look exactly the same, right? But the thing is, this line here, let's say I wanted to draw a line, so I press line. I wanted to draw a box, so I go here, 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 and close it. You see, when I click on them, it's only clicking on one line, right? But with a polyline, I could go here, 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 and close it. When I click, it treats everything as one object. So let's say you were drawing a wall and you had the polylines on each side. It would be much easier for you to connect it. Another interesting thing with a polyline is I can edit a polyline. So when I click on the polyline and I type P edit, it gives me different options. Either I could close it, join two lines together, extend the width, the vertex, and make it fit, or I can turn it into an SP line, which we'll go over later on. I could decurve it, and I could make a line type generation. So the most easier one we can do right now is width. So I press W for width, and it will ask me what width. So let's say I wanted to make this line a bit thick. I'll make it 3 and enter and see what happened. Right? I could go again, W, and I'll say I want it to be 2, and see it gets smaller. I could go W again, and I could say 0.5, and you see it's thicker. So let's say I had 2 lines right now, like I just drew this line here. Even though I drew 2 different lines, it would be different, right? So if I wanted to edit, I'd be P edit, and then I could click on join, J, and I would click on this line and enter, and they are both one piece. The same couldn't happen with a normal line. So let's say I did this with a normal line and I tried to P edit. I clicked on this, it's asking me, do I want to turn it into a polyline? I go yes, and I try to join it with the J. You'd see that it would not work. Why? Oh, it did work today. But anyways, you have to turn a line into a polyline for you to do wonders with it. So that's what we have. We have line, polyline. So this is L, this is PL, and if you want to edit this line, you go P edit. I'm going to leave a little bit of instructions in the comments below, so that in the video description, so that you can actually remember this. So we have your normal line, and then you have your polyline, and then we have ML, which stands for multi-line. This is interesting because this could represent walls. This could represent just two parallel lines. So my command is ML. So I press ML, just like the other lines before. I pick a starting point and I go across, and you see two lines. Ain't that nice? So let's say I wanted to make these lines bigger. I'll type ML, and then it has justification, scale, and style. So if I want to make it bigger, I'll type SC for scale, and it's asking me what's the distance I want. Bear in mind, the distance I first did was 0.5. So right now, if I wanted the distance to be 4, I'll type in 4 and enter, and you see the lines are much wider right now. So we have normal line, polyline, and multi-line. It's 2 feet, and I'll go down, and that's line, polyline, and multi-line. Then we have the XL, which is a line that goes. Anyways, let me just show you. So you type XL, and right now it's asking you, do you want it horizontal, vertical, at an angle, bisect, or an offset? The most typical one it would go with is horizontal. So if I click on any line, you see it's just going to go right across your screen. No matter how much you zoom out, it's just going to be a horizontal line, infinite horizontal lines across the screen. So if I wanted to go again by XL, and then I'll type in V for vertical line right now, you see, so it's going to be an infinite vertical line. So if I want to zoom out and zoom everything, that's always going to be infinite. So if I wanted to try another type of line, which is an XL again, and I put angle A, it's going to ask me what angle do I want. And now let's say I wanted an infinite line at 45 degrees. I'll type 45, and I create a 45-degree infinite line. This line is typically used if you want to have points that you want to work off. These are lines that just help you. For example, if you're drawing something and you need to use your rulers to create points on a drawing, that's what this is for. So you have your line, your polyline, your multi-line, and your X line. So the last line is an SP line, or SPL. So this line is a SP line. It's a curved line. So if I click any hair over here and I put the 2 feet straight across, you notice that it bends. See, so if I wanted to go another direction, you notice that it bends again. And if I go this way, it bends one more time, and it bends, and if I want to close it, that's what happens. So this is an SP line. It's a different kind of line that you might remember using a flexi curve in school. That's what this is. It's just a bending line. And the good thing about this line is that you can actually modify it and make it more flexible. You can do different things about it. The problem with this line is that it's difficult to work with because it's kind of hard to find where you would like these curves to be manipulated into. All right. So just to recap, you have your line, which is command L. You have your polyline, which is PL. You have your multi-line, which is ML. You have your XL, infinite line, and then you have your SP line. So those are the different kinds of lines you can use in AutoCAD. Next, I will go over the types of lines. So if you wanted to, for example, edit this type of line, what do you do if you want to make it thicker, you want to make it smaller, if you want to change the style, and if you want to change the layers. That's what we'll go over in another video. But for right now, it's just the basics of different types of lines. If you have any comments, if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to put anything in the comments. If you would like to share this with someone because you find it interesting, please don't forget to do so, as I talk about anything and everything to do with architecture, and I talk about AutoCAD tutorials, and I talk about the lifestyle also of an architect. So please support me by subscribing, looking through my channel, and also introducing people to my channel, because I'm going to be talking about more things. Anyways, thank you and have a great day, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.